It all starts with a single piece of pure gold. First, the craftsman melts down the gold nugget, getting it glowing red hot before hammering it perfectly flat. Watch closely as he pulls it through progressively smaller holes in a metal plate. He is literally stretching the gold into an incredibly fine wire. Next, he moves on to the piece. He selects a beautiful, rich block of rosewood. He carefully measures, saws, and sands the wood, hollowing out the center to create the base. But here is where the real magic happens. He attaches an intricate geometric template onto the wooden lid. Using a sharp carving tool, he meticulously traces the ancient pattern. Then, using a delicate handsaw, he cuts entirely through the wood, following the labyrinth design. This takes serious patience. Now, bringing it all together, he takes that pure gold wire from earlier and presses it directly into the carved grooves. The contrast between the brilliant gold and the deep red wood is absolutely stunning. Finally, he installs tiny magnets for a seamless snap closure and a fire-safe mat inside. Just light your favorite incense, place it inside, and let the fragrant smoke gracefully dance through the golden cuts. A beautiful masterpiece of traditional craftsmanship.
There's a quiet rhythm to the harvest. It starts with the sun hitting the branches just right, choosing the oranges that have soaked up every bit of the season's warmth. Nothing added, nothing hidden, just pure pressure and a bit of hard work to strain out the pulp, leaving behind nothing but the essence of the orchard, bottled with care, one by one. It's more than just a drink. It's a captured moment of sunshine, ready to be shared. One sip, and you can taste the hills, the water, and the effort. Sometimes the simplest way is the only way. If you savored this harvest, let your appreciation bloom with a like.
Have you ever seen an egg that looks like a gem hidden inside a shell of earth? This isn't just food. It's a masterpiece of ancient chemistry. The journey begins in the forest. We harvest fresh cypress branches, capturing the essence of the outdoors to infuse into the curing process. We boil these branches with bay leaves and peppercorns, creating a dark, aromatic tea. This potent liquid is then poured over quicklime, triggering a bubbling reaction that transforms the rocks into a thick, alkaline paste. After adding a touch of ash and wood flour, we create a smooth slurry. This is the cocoon that will protect and transform the eggs over the coming months. Each fresh egg is hand-dipped, ensuring a perfect seal, and then rolled in rice husks. This layer of insulation is crucial for the slow chemical dance happening inside. We pack them away in darkness. Now we wait. Time is the most important ingredient here, as the alkaline environment slowly denatures the proteins, turning the whites into a translucent jelly. Months later, we reveal the result. The transformation is complete. What was once a liquid egg is now a firm amber-colored delicacy with a marbled, creamy yolk. Sliced thin, they look like stained glass. We toss them with a fresh, spicy dressing of chilies, garlic, and herbs to balance the rich, earthy flavors. It's a taste of history, preserved to perfection.
In the heart of the mountains, the seasons dictate our menu. First, these thorny wild sprouts, sharp to the touch, but incredibly tender once prepared. Then, the fresh bamboo shoots. I even found a handful of delicate purple wood sorrel to add a splash of color. There's a certain peace in the preparation, the rhythmic peel of the bamboo, the splash of cold spring water in the wooden tub. It's a ritual that clears the mind before the fire starts. The bamboo is boiled until tender, then prepared two ways. One version is tossed in a bold, spicy chili oil for a signature kick, and the other is stir-fried with thin slices of savory pork and fresh peppers. The aroma is the first sign that the meal is nearly ready. The thorny greens are blanched simply to let their natural earthiness shine. But the true magic is the flower omelette, petals folded into golden eggs, capturing the very essence of the meadow. A simple spread born from the woods and cooked with heart. This is the taste of the mountain, pure, simple, and deeply satisfying.
The deep woods hold a fragrant secret this time of year. As the canopy thickens, the acacia trees begin to bow under the weight of their own sweetness. Gathering these snow-white blossoms feels like collecting a handful of spring itself, fresh, delicate, and fleeting. Back at the hearth, every petal is gently washed in cool spring water. We treat them with care, preserving that subtle floral aroma that will soon become the heart of our meal. First, we craft something ethereal. A handful of blossoms and leaves are simmered with rock sugar until the water transforms into a clear golden nectar. Poured over freshly chopped greens and left to rest, it sets into a shimmering floral jelly, a cool, sweet gift from the trees. But the acacia has a savory side too. The remaining petals are folded into a rustic batter of farm-fresh eggs, flour, and wild scallions. Into the hot oil they go, sizzling and popping until they turn a perfect golden brown. These pancakes are crispy on the outside, yet soft and fragrant within, sweet and savory, soft and crunchy. A simple, honest meal shared under the shade of the very trees that provided it. This is the taste of the forest, served on a plate. If you enjoyed this quiet moment with the acacia blossoms, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel.
Grab a fresh green pumpkin straight from the garden. Wash it up, grab a knife, and slice it right open. Scoop out all of those seeds. We just want that beautiful, vibrant orange flesh inside. Next, grab your cleaver and chop the pumpkin down into nice, even cubes. Toss them straight into a traditional wooden steamer. We are going to steam these chunks until they are perfectly soft and tender. Transfer them to a bowl and mash them up into a perfectly smooth puree. Now, let's add a generous spoonful of sugar and mix in your flour to create a rich, golden, stretchy dough. Give it a really good mix, cover it up, and let it rest. Now for the fun part. We are splitting our mix to make two totally different recipes. First, take a handful of that dough, shape it into a perfect little patty, and coat it generously in golden crumbs. Drop those little beauties into the hot, bubbling oil. Fry them until they are incredibly crispy and golden brown all over. Now for the second treat. Brush oil into your steaming tray and pour in the rest of that smooth pumpkin batter. Spread it out nice and even and press sweet red dates right into the top. Pop the lid back on and let it steam until it rises into a fluffy, sweet pumpkin cake. Wow, look at that gorgeous spongy texture. Slice it up into neat squares, and there you have it. Crispy fried pumpkin patties, fluffy steamed date cake, and a comforting bowl of sweet soup.
The journey of 1,000 words begins with a single stalk. Harvesting and sizing the raw bamboo is the first step in this ancient meticulous craft. After tempering the wood over an open flame, the outer green skin is scraped away to reveal the resilient core beneath. Precision is everything. Every section is measured and hand split into uniform strips, which are then whittled and shaved down to a perfectly smooth finish. Using a traditional bow drill, a tool virtually unchanged for centuries, holes are bored into each strip with rhythmic accuracy. Every surface is polished and refined, ensuring the bamboo is as soft to the touch as it is durable. A final wash cleanses the slips, preparing them to be transformed from simple wood into a canvas for history. The assembly requires a steady hand. Each slip is meticulously woven together with twine, creating a flexible scroll that can be rolled and stored for generations. Before paper, there was bamboo, a medium that has preserved the wisdom of the East for over 2 millennia, one brushstroke at a time.